Hey guys, it's Bro You Wack. We've had over a week to think about the Roadhog nerfs and just see kind of how it plays out, because whenever we see some sort of nerf or buff, we always like to make assumptions. Oh my god, this hero is going to be so bad. Oh my god, this hero is going to take over the meta, and then nothing really happens. But with Roadhog, this was a pretty tremendous nerf to the little guy, or the big guy if you do want to call it that. But a lot of people were very hopeful because, well, Roadhog has survived many different type of nerfs, like Hook 1.0 and 2.0, so we all kind of guessed that he was going to be still in the meta somewhat. However, the data does show, and data really doesn't lie, that people are really not digging the brand new Roadhog. Now, if for some reason you still don't know what's going on with Roadhog, pretty much he doesn't get the one-shot kill anymore. I'm not going to describe the whole entire nerf and buff because he got a whole batch of different patches to him, but pretty much the main point is that he can fire a lot faster, but he still can't get the one-shot, one-kill that how a lot of people are used to with Roadhog, and I think that's the biggest reasons why people are thinking that Roadhog's dead. But not even that, people just really don't find a reason to use him in competitive when compared to other tanks, especially with the Reaper meta being so prevalent, because, well, Reaper is a great hero, and if you have this big fat man just going after Reaper and not being able to one-shot, well, he's just going to be taken out right away. And that's just the biggest downfall, is that all the cons outweigh the pros. Yes, he is able to fire a lot faster. Yes, he can tear down a lot of the bubbles, but really, that really isn't enough to satisfy people's needs for wanting to play Roadhog. And that's why I wanted to make this video, is because, well, for how little Roadhog is being played right now, and I'm talking about the competitive side of things. When it comes to quick play, I'm sure the data is a lot different, but when it comes to competitive, again, I'm going to repeat this again, people really don't see a need to play Roadhog. And what Blizzard is trying to do with all these nerfs and buffs, especially towards Roadhog, is trying to get rid of the unfair one-shot, one-kill abilities. I'm not talking about ultimates like the McCree ultimate or like the fair ultimate, even though that's not really one-shot, one-kill, but stuff like that. Like, okay, that's an ultimate. Of course, when you're using the ultimate ability, it should probably try to kill a lot of people. When it comes to an ability, though, maybe you can like scoot aside Widowmaker and Hanzo for a bit, but when you look at Roadhog, the main thing that I kind of saw him as was a punisher for people that are out of position. Maybe there was a soldier on the right all by himself, or maybe there was a Zenyatta on the left, and you were able to hook him, bring him in, and just kill him right there. Well, Blizzard really didn't like that Roadhog was able to just one-shot, one-kill people. However, like, I feel like that's Roadhog's thing. Now, some people may get mad, alright? And I want to hear you guys' opinion if you think Roadhog deserves a few changes. Just push away all the saltiness, push away your, like, opinions on him, like your own personal opinions. Do you really honestly feel like Roadhog is in a terrible spot, or do you think he's in the perfect spot and people just have to adapt? Because honestly, if you want to look at the past nerfs that Roadhog did get from Hook 1.0 and 2.0 and 3.0 and 7.0, whatever the case may be, usually when he did get that quote-unquote nerf, the amount of pick rates for Roadhog really didn't dip as much as the pick rates right now. So that just kind of shows that Roadhog's in a really, really bad spot. He's in the positions of like the bottom tier heroes where they're still good people, but people are still trying to figure them out. You know, someone like Sombra, maybe someone like Orisa or whatnot. People are still trying to find their niches for those two heroes, but Roadhog was in the base game. People already knew how to use Roadhog, so when the pick rates are matching the same as the brand new heroes, you know something's up and something just has to change. And here's just a few ideas that I kind of came up with to buff Roadhog a little bit, but not making him like so overpowered like how he used to back in like season 1 or 2, or maybe even a little bit of 3. And again, you guys can leave your own comments down below. These are just some ideas that I thought would just not make him overpowered, but just make him so that he's at least a little bit usable for how we used to play him. So the first idea is to just offset the 33% reduction of damage that he did get, more or less just to reduce it to 20%. So if you want to look at Roadhog before the patch, like he was getting one-shot, one-kills, and then soon enough he got a 33 reduction. How about you just change that to just a 20% reduction? Because the biggest problem here is that he's not able to one-shot a lot of the 200 HP heroes that are out of position. That's the most tricky part, because, well, sometimes Roadhog can literally throw a hook downtown, somehow get a Lucio from the far back and being able to one-shot him. Well, at least this way he's guaranteed a one-shot on a lot of 200 HP heroes, but someone like Reaper, someone like Mei, and maybe even someone like Zarya, definitely someone like Zarya, still has a place to be able to counter Roadhog and not be able just to get obliterated right there on the spot. Some people might not like that. Some people may think, oh, that's totally not fair if I'm playing Mercy, if I'm playing Lucio, but you guys have to remember, he's literally not being able to get one-shot, one-kills on 200 HP heroes as much. I feel like 9 times out of 10, you're not going to be one-shotting the squishy 200 HP hero. Now, some people are going to argue, saying, oh, I always get it with this brand new Roadhog. Okay, but in my experience and what I've seen throughout this whole entire, like, community, they're not being able to get, not a guaranteed one-shot, but being able to confidently say, okay, I hooked this 200 HP hero, I'm probably going to bring them down to to like maybe 5 HP or 10 HP. No, they're leaving them with half HP because they're not able to line up their shot. Now that just might be with the player and they just need to improve, but you just have to remember that this is Roadhog's little niche, little thing. If he's not able to get to the one-shot kill beforehand, well, that was the player's problem, not Roadhog. Now, literally, most of the community aren't able to get one-shot kills as prevalent as beforehand. And again, some people are gonna get mad at me, but just hold on. Here's a few little nerfs to try to offset this even somewhat still of a nerf for him. So a big con for him is that he's this big 600 HP hero that's just feeding ultimate. So again, some people are gonna be wondering why I suggest this, but just to trade off a little bit more damage and a little bit more one-shot, one-kill for less HP. And there it is right there. A little nerf that you can try to offset that is by reducing his HP to 500 HP. Still making him a tank, but not making him this big ult feeder tank. Because if I'm playing Soldier, if I'm playing like Tracer or whatever, and I see this Roadhog, I know he's not gonna one-shot me, so I'm just pumping damage into him, just building up my ult. At least this way, okay, he has 500 less HP, is comparable to a Reinhardt. Some of you guys might be wondering how that helps him a little bit. At least with this way, he has a little bit more damage, but he still has a little bit less HP, so he's not just feeding the enemy team ult. So I think when you're playing Roadhog, you're thinking, oh, I still have maybe 100 HP, I'm still good. At least this way, the 100 HP decrease will make people not just go in and start feeding ultimate charge to the enemy. That's the main thought process behind it. And the last little thing, it's just a little tiny nerf, and some people are still going to be wondering why I'm talking about nerfs when he deserves the buffs. But again, I'm going to remind you guys one last time, it's just to offset the little less damage that he's getting when compared to the 33%. But instead of giving him 300 HP like regain whenever he does his E ability, I think it is, whenever he gasses himself up, rather than getting 300 HP, he gets 250 HP. So if he's going to get 100 reduction HP rather, then if he's able to heal half of it, well, now he's able to heal half of it with 250 HP. So again, these are just a few ideas that I kind of came up with recently, just to maybe just make him a little bit more viable, but make people be a little bit more smarter when they're playing Roadhog. That's the biggest thing people have to remember. But I do want to get your guys' thoughts. So love you guys. Thank you guys for watching more Overwatch videos to come, and bye.